My early retirement income trading. Today we're going to lay out a step-by-step action plan that can give you the kind of non-stop perpetual income you need, so you never have to worry about money again. If you'd like to go ahead and follow the link below the video, download your free wealth building action plan and print it out so you can follow along. If you ever want to turn your hopes and dreams into reality, you need a concrete plan. That's why we're going to lay out your wealth building action plan right now in this video. I'm Wendy Kirkland, and I've been sharing my miraculous secret to success with folks eager for a more prosperous, a more secure, a more joyful life ever since 2009. Just as I'm sharing it with you right now in this training series. This is my way of showing appreciation for the tremendous prosperity that has been restored to me 1,000 times over. Following the financial devastation my family and I suffered when a freak act of nature destroyed the business my husband and I had owned for 25 years. If you watched video 2, you know how an accident led to my miraculous discovery, and you realized it was more like divine intervention than any kind of genius on my part. And that's why I feel such a tremendous obligation to share the miracle with you by way of this training series. Without cost or obligation, just ask, believe, and receive. In video 1, you learned how the quintessential Q's transforms the miraculous P3 squeeze into the ultimate money machine, turning 6 minutes and $600 per trade into a net profit after commissions of $66,263 in the first year of trading with no compounding. So whether or not you sign up for Merit Paycheck when it becomes available, I'd encourage you to watch video 1 if you haven't done so yet and learn all about the Q's 6-story paragon of trading virtues that are hugely beneficial to any investor. And if you haven't seen video 2 after you watch this video all the way to the end, please go back and watch that one too. See for yourself how the miraculous P3 squeeze acts like a neon sign pointing you straight to victory time and time again. In video 2, I walked you through step by step through several actual trade examples in a variety of time frames, so by the end you know exactly how to do it yourself. Now in this video we're going to lay out a concrete plan that will make it possible for you to turn $5,000 into a steady income of more than $20,000 a month, even if you have never traded before. Just a couple of warnings. The wealth building action plan is pretty involved. There's a lot of material there, but don't let it intimidate you if you don't have time to learn it all. In fact, I'll be doing most of it for you if you join the Merit Paycheck. The other thing is we're going to be going very quickly in this video, and I'm going to skip around touching on just the most important stuff because that's all we have time for. But you'll have it right there so that you can delve deeper yourself if you'd like to. Let's start by examining 2 powerful booster rocket strategies that will send your potential income soaring sky high. Booster rocket strategy number 1, cashing in on a down market. Out of 129 trade suggestions I emailed the first year, 60 were for buying puts just before prices fell. And those 60 puts would have given you a total of $38,455 in profit if you invested just 6 minutes and $600 in each one. So cashing in on a down market is something you definitely want to do. As you saw for yourself in video 2, the P3 squeeze is deadly accurate at predicting price rallies. But if you want to know when price is about to fall through the floor, you need the P3.5, which is what I'm going to show you now. As with the P3 squeeze, we'll start with a basic candlestick chart. This one we got free from stockcharts.com. It's a daily Q's chart. So each little candlestick, as they're called, represents one day of trading activity. Red candlesticks tell us there was a lot of selling pressure that day, driving price down. White candlesticks signify an up day due to buying pressure. For the P3.5, we want to first add the ADX, which stands for Average Directional Index, and measures trend strength without regard to direction. Here you see the ADX rising during a strong downtrend, and over here the ADX is going down during a weak uptrend. Then, to complete our P3.5 hybrid indicator, we'll add the PPO, which stands for Percentage Price Oscillator. PPO is similar to a more common MACD indicator, except for its formula uses percentages, and I've found it to be more reliable. The ADX and the PPO run pretty much in tandem going into the P3 signal, and the squeeze itself is quite subtle compared to the P3. But once the ADX and the PPO push away from each other, a drop in price is almost always guaranteed. Because of P3.5's more subtle nature, it's crucial that you confirm your entry with primary swing point, which is so powerful that used as a standalone system, it produced 86% profit in 3 days, 267% in 6 days, 131% in 2 weeks, 81% in 4 days, 744% in 6 trading days, and 332% in just 3 days. And I'm going to tell you how it works for free. So please make sure you register your best email address so this valuable 25-page ebook doesn't get lost in cyberspace. Now let's put ADX on top and on the bottom, with the PPO in the middle, and let the fun begin. First we have ADX and PPO running pretty much in tandem on the P3.5 hybrid. Then they push apart and price plummets. Next we get a P3.5 squeeze, separation, and price soars. And this scenario plays out over and over again all day long in any time frames you care to trade. Just ask Katie.
I put both indicators right on my regular P3 charts, and I use them in conjunction with each other. I take my profits on a P3 call and get ready to maybe buy a P3.5 put. When you add puts into the mix, it's like doubling your profits. This just keeps getting better all the time. When I went for my divorce, I thought, I'll do whatever it takes to keep my house. It's such a relief to know I don't need to worry about it anymore. I'm not getting any younger, but I'm getting happier.
It warms my heart to know that Katie can happily live the rest of her life in the home she loves, all because of the miraculous discovery I'm sharing with you today. Now let's talk about booster rocket number 2, systematically compounding your profits into a vast fortune. I'm going to let Jerry introduce you to this one.
I subscribed to Wendy's service, and the first month I was able to make $3,000. Next month I made $6,000, and the third month I made $9,000. My main objective is to supplement my retirement, so I take out an extra $3,000 from my investment account every month to support my chosen retirement lifestyle. But the rest of my profits I'm leaving in so I can trade more contracts. That's when the real money starts rolling in.
Indeed it is. If you'll recall, investing less than $600 per trade with no compounding, you could have earned a net profit after commissions of $66,263 in the first year, which is pretty fantastic. Yet with just a bit of finesse, you can have earned so much more. You already saw how we turned 6 minutes and $600 into $8,426 the first month. Now, instead of spending all your profits, we'll up the ante, which would have given us $12,065 for month 2. Just look at all those trades. 15 winners and not a single loss. Our combined profits from the first 2 months of trading now total $20,491. So for the third month, we'll kick it up $1,800. Make 11 trades, all winners, and add $15,663 to our profits for a total profit of $36,154 in just the first 3 months. On the fourth month, we increase our trade size for the last time and invest 6 minutes and approximately $2,400 for every trade suggestion from here on out. Remember, these are actual trades. If you had been receiving my emails, this is exactly the kind of non-stop perpetual income you may have enjoyed. You could have started with just $5,000 and invested only $600 per trade for the first month, $1,200 the second month, $1,800 the third month, and $2,400 from there on out, and you could have earned a net profit after paying commissions of $238,339 in the first year. But what if, instead of limiting your trade size to $2,400, you continued to ratchet up the amount of your investment $600 every month? Do you think you could grow $5,000 to a whopping $470,272 in the next year? Well, maybe, but then again, maybe not. You'll find the subject of trade size covered in your wealth building action plan. Please read it carefully because it's important. Before we get into the last element we're going to cover in this video, I want to emphasize you can absolutely do this. My trading systems, coupled with the Wealth Building Action Plan, has brought tremendous success to thousands of men and women from all walks of life, many of whom have never traded before. And I promise they can bring you success too.
I didn't really have an interest in options until I met Wendy in a chat room. She has a way of explaining things to where any everyday individual can understand it and make good money at it. Like, I just made $8,000 in 10 days. And that's only one example. Profits like that, you kind of get addicted. Same as a gambler would, except this isn't gambling. You know the odds are always in your favor before you even get in.
Carl is 100% correct about everything he said. So if you're like him and have never traded options before, or if you tried trading options but didn't have much success at it, this is the perfect opportunity for you to see for yourself how easy it can be and how addictive the profits can become. How choosing the right option can increase your odds of winning is the last thing I want to touch on in this video. But since I'll be choosing the perfect options for you, assuming you're able to join the Merit Paycheck, we're going to hit this topic real quick. Then if you'd like, you can read more about your wealth building action plan. Once we find a profit opportunity that passes the stringent entry checklist, we select an option that fits the following criteria. Strike price with open interest of at least 100, but don't buy more than 10% of the open contracts. Appropriate time frame. Leaps, monthly, front month, weekly. Option premiums of 30 cents or higher for weeklies. Buy sufficient contracts to maintain consistent trade size. Buy options that are either in the money or one strike out of the money. Delta of 0.39 to 65 for weekly options. Delta of 50 or greater for monthly options and leaps. Bid ask of 30 cents or less for leaps, 12 cents or less for monthlies, and 6 cents or less for weeklies. So that's it. In this 3-part video series and 2 free downloads, I've given you trading secrets you won't find anywhere else, and I think you know that. And if you diligently follow the steps you've learned this week, you can be well on your way to trading success. The next video will be all about how you can take the next step and what you can expect when you say yes to Merit Paycheck. Notification that the last video is posted and the Merit Paycheck enrollment is open will be sent to whatever email address you registered to receive primary swing trade. So make sure we have whatever email address you check daily, because enrollment will only be open for a couple days, and if you don't see the notice in time, you'll miss your chance to get in. So what I'd like you to do right now is to make sure you've registered your best address, then scroll down and hit the Facebook like button. Everybody wants to get likes. I do. And then leave a comment. I'd love to know what you'd like to see change in your life over the next 3 years because of what you've learned in this training series. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer as many as I can. So please scroll down and leave a comment now. Thank you for watching today. Now, be sure to watch your inbox for the notice letting you know that Merit Paycheck is now available.
Don't miss your opportunity to learn how to trade the QQQ Power Shares with Wendy Kirkland. Click the link at the bottom of this video to learn how to trade the QQQ today.